A line I often use with clients in meetings is that even though I love you, I'm not a cheerleader. Fighting lawsuits is messy. It's not a tea party. No one who comes to us is having a good time. They've come to us because something very, very serious has happened in their life that has flipped things upside down.
Today, we are proud to spotlight Bergeron Clifford LLP, recently named one of Canadian lawyers' top personal injury boutiques for 2026. Since 1999, Bergeron Clifford has built a reputation across Ontario for compassionate client advocacy, skilled trial representation, and unwavering dedication to helping injured individuals and their families navigate some of life's most difficult moments. Joining us today is WhiteKnight from the Bergeron Clifford team to discuss what this recognition means and the philosophy that continues to guide their work. First of all, congratulations on being named one of Canadian lawyers' top personal injury boutiques for 2026.
Thank you very much. It's an honor.
Now, Bergeron Clifford has been serving Ontario clients since 1999. As I said, it's got this strong focus on personal injury litigation. Now, what do you believe has been the key to the firm's longevity and continued reputation as a trusted boutique practice?
The firm was founded by Ted Bergeron and Chris Clifford, and they're still heavily involved in the practice, and they're still best friends. They're also family men. So there's four partners that run the firm. Ted has 5 kids. Chris has 4. I have 4. And Gavin Cosgrove has 2. I've lost count how many kids that is, but you can see that it's a very family focused ethos that kind of drives us. And so when you start from a position of family and of compassion and togetherness, we treat all of our clients like their family. And we really mean that. We go to their homes, we meet with them, we get to know them, and we try and put ourselves in their shoes in that kind of terrible moment. No one who comes to us is having a good time. They've come to us because something very, very serious has happened in their life that has flipped things upside down. And so the longevity of the firm, I think, can largely be attributed to the fact that we treat every new case like it's our first case and with the seriousness and compassion that it deserves, starting from that family and client-focused perspective.
The firm is known for handling highly complex matters, including catastrophic injury, medical malpractice, and disability denial claims. How has your trial-first approach helped distinguish Bergeron Clifford in the personal injury space?
Insurance companies know which firms are willing to take cases to trial and which firms are capable of taking them to trial. And we are obviously willing to and capable of. So both of those things. And when you prepare every case as if it's going to go to trial, it allows you to have the resources allocated to each case that will put the client's success almost as a guarantee. Now, everybody knows that most cases settle out of court. Very few actually go to trial. But when you prepare every case as if it's going to go to trial, the insurers see that preparation, they set their reserves appropriately, and they offer proper settlements. On the rare occasions when cases don't settle, and it is necessary that you go to a trial, you have to have the skill set and the assets behind you to make sure that the trial is going to be successful. And so for us, that means that we have a dedicated trial clerk on each file. We have an extra lawyer added to the file in advance of trial preparation. And then we're one of the only firms, maybe the only firm in the country that actually has a mock trial courtroom in our office. And so we prepare our clients in an actual court setting. We hire a jury from the public to do jury studies. We'll often hire retired judges and senior defense counsel to mock up the trial. We leave no stone unturned in making sure that our clients are going to get the best result possible.
Being named a winner of Canadian lawyers' top personal injury boutiques for 2026 is a significant recognition. What does this honor mean to your team, and how does it reflect the firm's values and client commitment?
I like reading through the top 10 list because all of the partners of the firm, we all played sports our whole life. And when you're in a locker room, it's nice to look around and respect all the people around you, to know that everybody else is a skilled member of the team, and that everybody's kind of, as we say, rowing the boat in the same direction. And in the personal injury space, all the other names on that list, all the other top 10 award recipients, there are competitors. I put that in quotes. But the truth is, those are great firms. They're all trying to do the same work that we do, with that same ethos, the same client centered focus. And I respect everyone who's on that list. It's an honor to be named among them. And more importantly, it's really nice to know that there are other people out there doing the hard work of advocating for injured people, holding insurance companies to task, and doing it the right way. There are right ways and wrong ways to do personal injury work. And the clients ultimately are the ones who benefit or lose from that process. So being a recipient of this award is just kind of a recognition of all of the hard work it takes to stay the straight and narrow path of doing this work the right way.
Bergeron Clifford operates across Kingston, Ottawa, Perth, and Carleton Place. And how does maintaining that regional presence help the firm serve injured clients throughout Ontario?
So I grew up in Vermont. I was born in the U.S., moved to Canada, became a citizen like 20 years ago. So I'm from a small place, a place where, if you only have 20 minutes to run an errand, you can't go downtown because you're going to get stopped every block because you know every person. And that's what Eastern Ontario is like. That's one of the reasons that my wife and I settled here to raise our kids. And for us, while we represent clients all over Ontario and in fact, Canada and into the US, we are very focused on the Eastern Ontario region that is our home. And in the communities where we have our physical offices and have lawyers in those offices and staff from those communities, having that focus in the small communities is really important to us because people live differently out here. I love Toronto. I visit Toronto, but none of our clients live in condos. None of them spend their nights watching Netflix. These are people who are out in the garage fixing ATVs. They're upset when they get very seriously injured because they can't run their tractor. These are people who run multi-generational businesses. It's just a very different way of life. And so being from here, living here, being immersed in these communities is important to our clients because we understand the way they live, and therefore we understand what they've lost after an accident.
Personal injury law often involves supporting clients through some of the most difficult moments of their lives. You've touched on this. How does Bergeron Clifford balance legal excellence with compassionate client service throughout that litigation process?
A line I often use with clients in meetings is that even though I love you, I'm not a cheerleader. And what I mean by that, and I explain this to clients, is that I never want people to get to the end of a process and be surprised by the news I'm delivering to them. So I often pull the Band-Aid off right at the beginning. And I say, I would love to sit here and say, rah, 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 I'm your cheerleader. Everything's going to be awesome. But the truth is that fighting lawsuits is messy. It's not a tea party. Even for very seriously injured individuals, they are likely to face insurance companies and defendants on the other side that question the veracity of their claims, question the severity of their injuries. And we try and educate them on the fight that is ahead from the beginning so that they feel like a team member as opposed to a passenger. Everybody's had that experience of leaving your family doctor's office and you're not even really sure what happened. You went in because you needed something, but you maybe have a prescription or a referral. You might have spent 6 minutes or 3 minutes with your doctor. They didn't explain anything to you. You feel the opposite of empowered. And we try and educate all of our clients, bring them into the process and make them understand what's going to happen and to feel empowered. Because after something terrible has happened to you or your family, you've had, a big loss happen. You've had a lot taken away from you. We try and build people back through that process. And so compassion isn't always just sitting and listening to someone, although it is that. And it isn't always feeling bad for them, although it is that. It's also letting them understand the nitty gritty of the difficult ride that is ahead in a civil litigation, personal injury lawsuit, and letting them know that even though it's going to be tough, they have us on their team, that we're all in it together and that we're going to get them through to the other side.
Well, congratulations again to Bergeron Clifford LLP on being named one of the Canadian lawyers' top personal injury boutiques for 2026. The firm's continued dedication to advocacy, preparation, and client care has really helped establish Bergeron Clifford as a trusted leader in the personal injury space across Ontario. Thank you, Warren, for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for being with me, Brody. It was great.
This is Brody Lawson, and thank you for watching Canadian Lawyer TV.